it like rocket fuel.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godwin and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and our home team. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the 37-year-old Ben Roethlisberger, ready to lead the Steelers. And he led the entire NFL in passing yards in 2018, the second time that he's owned that honor. Now Roethlisberger on first down, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And a peek now at the offense for Pittsburgh.
Opportunity knocked in 2018 for running back James Conner, and he answered. Le'Veon Bell held out. Conner stepped in, 12 rushing touchdowns, third in the NFL, and ended up in his first Pro Bowl.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Here are the starters defensively for the Chargers. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up.
And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Samuels. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run forward with Conner. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. Roethlisberger now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Conner. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their 6'2" QB out of North Carolina, former number 2 overall pick. It's Mitchell Trubisky. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
If you're going to talk about great players with the Chargers, you have to include their center, Mike Pouncey, a 4-time Pro Bowler. He and his brother Marquise with the Pittsburgh Steelers, they were the Pro Bowl centers for the AFC in 2018.
The 2nd down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because They know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away their timing.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 24 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now it's Trubisky. He'll get this to Eckler. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharp. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 27, Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Roethlisberger. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now Gordon on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Hey, Alpha.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Looking sideline, incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, 3rd down here. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on fourth down last year, and they're going here. Fourth down, here's Trubisky. Gets it to Benjamin, it's caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 21 yards there, a big play on fourth down. And that's what you got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a super return as he gets us all the way down the yard line. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. In the second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. 1 play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Airing one deep for... That's caught at the 25. Give him 32 on the play.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
That's caught. It's Crabtree again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Ben to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence, that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the second quarter. From the 24, Trubisky completes it to Benjamin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Now this one is tight end out on the right side. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Got his man, it's Williams. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
This is taking you to 13. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Ben going to give this one to Conner. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, it's Vanette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Roethlisberger. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Trubisky now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Get that quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here are the Chargers to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. On first down, Trubisky going deep for Benjamin. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. It's Williams on the catch. Now Trubisky on first down. Going deep for Benjamin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, box drop.
Again, it's Trubisky. Complete. It's Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Here we go.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And caught by Henry. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They run it here with Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A reminder coming up tomorrow night, Monday Night Football. It's the Packers' 2nd home primetime game in 3 weeks as they host their NFC North rivals, the Detroit Lions. Kickoff 8:15 Eastern, 7:15 Central. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at it and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going to launch it for Washington. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
6-man. Check curls, check curls.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Trubisky will throw. Open man is Cantrell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Following the sack, they go from the 13 on 3rd and goal.
Smooth.
Now it's Trubisky. Being chased out. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now Trubisky. Benjamin's got it. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night, and that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Roethlisberger, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane, the rookie from Michigan State. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart with points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention.
And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
I know he ain't got it. Hey, Orbit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charlie, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Rolling to his right. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
That's right, man.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Trubisky to throw. Eluded, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the post-game press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Roethlisberger. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Lock in. Let's make these big.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Going deep for Benjamin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now it's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Go.